I am the apocalypse. The cold was the first thing I felt. Even before my eyes were open, I felt a very deep chill in my core. 1,000 spindles of ice soon between my tissues. I blinked, my eyelids slowly bringing and stealing back the darkness. And with it, the desire to keep them closed forever. I was lying face down on the floor, the tiles speckled with browned blood. I moved my arms to push myself up, but my muscles were stiff, almost too stiff to bend without breaking. I feebly pushed myself up, forcing weight upon deadened legs. I began to wonder why I felt the way I did. I wasn't sure how long I'd been laying there, but it must have taken a feeling in my stomach, a sort of dissolution. Perhaps I had ingested something that knocked me out. Wait, where was I? I looked from the room I was in. It was the kitchen, mostly everything in order except for the few traces of a hurried exit. The back door was open, barely bolted to the top hinge. Cabinet doors were left open, and it seemed only the food, readily edible, was taken. The knife set was knocked over, with a few blades missing. There was blood was better than the floor, in which I was lying. I could see a putrid stream of it running down my shirt. After a quick search, I couldn't find or feel any wound. Each window I saw had the blinds drawn, and the lights turned off, as if the house's occupants were hiding. To the living room, barely bending, the room was into an awkward walk. It was dark, but I could see outlines of furniture rolling off. There was nothing out of the ordinary, except that the front door had been barricaded with a desk. There was a bedroom towards my right, the door closed, and a hallway near the front door. The entire house was dark and empty, except for me. Where was I? Whose house was this? And then I realized I didn't know who I was. I thought and thought and thought upon it, trying to bring up some memory of a name, a friend, activity, my face. I didn't even have a vague image of my own face. The feeling of facelessness was eerily disconnecting. Trying to assess my convoluted memory banks, I realized I couldn't remember anything other than the cold of waking up on that kitchen floor. I slowly became more and more sure that I'd been poisoned, or perhaps had an allergic reaction. What makes one amnesiac and unconscious? It had to be some sort of chemical. What if I lived alone? I checked for a wallet in my pocket, but found none. I tried to call out, but something was wrong with my voice, as it felt and sounded like vocal cords were shredded. The only thing that came out was some sort of strangled noise, mixed with a phonetic sputtering. I spat out a gob of blackish red blood caught in my throat. I couldn't taste it, but it looked disgusting on whoever owned the couch before me. Since no one had responded to my vocalization, I decided to leave. Going to the front door, I pulled a heavy desk aside. It was difficult, not because of the weight, but because of my limbs. My arms felt encumbered by hundreds of pounds, and the rest of my body had been struck by some sort of torpor, like it was being pulled towards a supermassive black hole in the opposite direction I was trying to escape to. Trying to grip the hulking piece of furniture was difficult as my fingers wouldn't cooperate, but the desk gave way easily, more easily than I thought it would. I'm not sure how long I spent trying to open the door. Time seemed different. I couldn't tell how long the moment was, as I was completely grounded in the present. Trying to recall waking up in the kitchen was slowly becoming more difficult. After what could have been hours of failing, I orchestrated all of my fingers together into a twisting motion to open the door. The difficulty of something seemingly simple perplexed me, but I lost interest and soon forgot about it. I had heard of concoctions that paralyze, but were there some that caused memory loss as well? I knew the Haitian zombies that forgot themselves entirely and served whatever voice they heard after they resurrected. There's no voice to command me. My experience wasn't quite as dramatic. Someone's blood was in the kitchen. Maybe I survived an assassination? I had been subdued on purpose, and I could still feel the results in my rigid muscles. But if amnesia was an intended side effect, what would someone stand to gain from it?